Welcome to Topic A, everyone. I'm your host, Gary Perna. This week on Topic A, I'm joined by Hazleton City Councilman Tony Colombo. We're going to talk about what's going on in council and how we're hoping to move the city forward, plus with the plans moving ahead here in Hazleton and what Tony's looking forward to for the next year. That's all coming up here on Topic A. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about visiting a restaurant that has a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the types of things that we will be featuring on our new show, Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. Jeff Bonomo, host of Off the Beaten Path, welcomes you into the world of craft beer, great wine, and good eats. Wine, Hops, and Road Stops.
Serve the Lord, Singing for Joy, the CD by the Sisters of Holy Annunciation Monastery, can be yours for just $13, which includes shipping and tax. Mail a check to Holy Annunciation Monastery, 430 West County Road in Sugarloaf, Pennsylvania, or call 570-788-1205. This 10-song CD can be yours for just $13. Go hog wild for Iron Pigs Baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Welcome back to Topic A here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. I'm very pleased to have with me a longtime friend and one of the newest members of Hazleton City Council, Tony Colombo. Tony, thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Tony, we kicked off the new season of Topic A. We had the mayor on, we just had the police chief on, and now we have a council member on. And as being one of the newer guys on council, one of the newest members on the board, and also somebody who has a long history of service to the greater Hazleton area, I think you bring a unique perspective to City Council that has been missing for so long. So I wanted to get your take on some issues that are going on now in the city and what may lie ahead. First of all, I want to start with Act 47. Council voted, the mayor signed the agreement to go into Act 47 to say we are a distressed city. You, during election season, said, you know, it may not be a bad idea. We got some issues we need to work through here. We don't have the tax base in like we used to. We need to look at something to do. Do you still stand behind that and say Act 47 was the right move?
I think Act 47 was the right answer because we did lose lots of our tax revenue, and the city was at that time getting deeper and deeper, and the taxpayers are pushed to the limit. You know, when I campaigned, we did not want to hit, you can't hit just the taxpayer. We need to look at other avenues to generate revenue to try to move our city forward. And I do believe that we work with Act 47, Jerry Cross and the other council members, the mayor, and our department heads. If we stay within our means and our budgets, I do believe that it's going to make the city much stronger.
I know, you know, at the beginning of this year, once the new council was sworn in and took their seats, you know, there was an increase placed on the property taxes. Not what the mayor wanted. It was a compromise, kind of where council was able to come to a compromise with it. Yourself, Jim Perry, and Bob Gavio voted to get that into place. Now, we're going to come to that crossroads again very shortly. We're going to be looking at the 2019 budget. The mayor on my show last week said they're going to start the process of preparing it to hopefully have it out September, October. Where do you see us right now, sitting on council? Where do you see us going with this next budget? Because now we have to listen to what Pell says, along with the new guidelines that we have to follow.
Well, when Pell came to us, they did tell us that there's, the next several years are going to be really critical. That you're going to have to hit your taxpayers and increase taxes. Hopefully, we're not going to have a significant amount that the taxpayers can understand and meet, that we're not going to really hit them real hard. But unfortunately, to move the city forward, we need to do that. And it's also important that we're trying to attract new businesses and new sources of revenue. Look for grant money. There is grant money out there. I know we have a grant writer. We're working on trying to get grants to help the different departments like police, street, and fire, so we don't have to go to the taxpayers. So I do think that we're moving in the right direction in that revenue.
I know I just spent time in downtown Hazleton with DCED looking at some of the projects through the Downtown Hazleton Alliance for Progress that have been working to bring them in. And it's nice to hear the Hayden Tower and the other bank buildings in downtown Hazleton are at either 90% or 50% occupancy and growing. And bringing that new element to downtown Hazleton, we're waiting for the new restaurants to open down there, the art center to open up. Do you think is that the rebranding of Hazleton downtown and hopefully that will push out into some of the other streets?
I think that's going to bring Hazleton back to what it was when I was a kid, that you're able to go to Broad Street, you're able to walk Broad Street, that you had businesses, you had restaurants, you had people downtown. If you take it right downtown Broad Street right now, you look at the buildings that are being regenerated, refixed, look fabulous. The Art League's there. Broad and Noir, we're going to make the park, Can Do came and stepped to the plate. It's going to be phenomenal. So I do think that downtown's going to regenerate it.
There's a lot of critics out there that say that the city is wasted so much time and energy in downtown that it should have been done on some other streets, Alter Street, Wyoming Street, Diamond Avenue. Do you believe that? Do you think that there's a time for those neighborhoods as well? I
think there'll be a time for that, but you always have to, like the song says, a good place to start is the beginning. Now, years ago, Broad Street was the heart and the hub of downtown. So after downtown Broad Street start, then you can branch out to Alter Street, go different sections of town and make it what it was.
I know council has been dealing a lot with this last year, since January, in the last 7 months. We've seen a number of new ordinances come to the table to be voted on to deal with permits, fees, changing fee structures, getting a little bit more strict on some things that, in essence, people look and say, well, it's just money generators for the city. Right now, you guys are still discussing about the moving ordinance. I know we talked about the food truck ordinance. False alarm ordinances all have been coming in to get in line really with the 21st century. With all this happening, is it just revenue generators, or is it Hazleton finally cracking down and trying to get a handle on a lot of the nuisance issues in the city?
I think we're finally trying to crack down on the problems that we've had. Trying to get up with, like you said, the 21st century. Not only is the moving permits and the different ordinances important, that yes, it's going to generate revenue, but on a more important nature, it's going to give us that we're going to know how many people are in a building for our fire department. If we get a fire, we know what we're going into, that we're not going to have, God forbid, bodies in there. For the police department, the streets department, and knowing what's going on. So I think some of them ordinances are really critical that we move forward with.
I know we've had a lot of discussions, you and I, either at council meetings or after, about the code department in Hazleton. You have said, and I think from the beginning you said, our code department needs to be more personnel heavy with it, and also needs to be out there on off times, not just 8 to 4. Have we seen a lot going on with the mayor in trying to get the code enforcement department up where it needs to be, and to be able to get out there and start cracking down on some of these violations?
I know the mayor is trying to move the code office forward, trying to get more personnel on board, and trying to put them on peak times, not just daylight hours like weekends, nighttime hours. Because nighttime hours when stuff happens that doesn't happen during the day, because when the sun goes down, you don't know what's going on. Right. So I think if we have our code enforcement out there, it's going to help us get some of the riffraff off the street and keep this town safer.
I'm going to stop right there. We come back and talk to Tony about plans for moving the city forward, some things that he's talked about in the past and he's still passionate about today, plus some more things that have gone on at city council meetings, and how does he think that the council and mayor's relationship is going here in Hazleton. We'll be right back on Topic A. Stay with us here on WYLN.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Hi, I'm Isabella Falvello. Join me for a wonderful new cooking series, Ciao Bella, featured here on WYLN TV 35.
The Hazleton Wine and Beer Festival is Saturday, August 25th from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the Hazel Township Babe Ruth Field on Hazel Township Boulevard. Come sample great craft beers and wine, taste some great food, and listen to some fantastic music. Ostrich Hat kicks off the day at 11 a.m. and Cartoon goes on at 2. Tickets are available in advance at hazeltonrotary.ticketleap.com or at any of the places listed on your screen. Vendors are still wanted. Send an email to hazeltonbeerfest@gmail.com. WYLN, first in live sports. We bring you the event, not just the highlights. Live coverage of the high school football season starts August 24th on WYLN. We're your local network.
Are you suffering from sore feet? Do your feet ache from standing all day? Well, it's time to put an end to foot pain with the Foot Log, America's top foot pain therapy tool.
My feet have hurt really bad.
To the point where I couldn't even walk without a limp.
I started using the Foot Log, and I have no more pain.
First time I used it, I loved it.
Complete relief.
For as little as 2 payments of $24.99, you too can own America's top foot pain therapy tool, the Foot Log. But wait, if you call in the next 10 minutes, we'll double your order and upgrade you to free priority shipping. There is no reason for another day of foot pain. You'll not only get 2 foot logs, but we'll include the foot pain manual written by America's top podiatrist, Dr. Kenneth Ream, and the Foot Log online video tutorial by world-renowned kinesiologist Ron Jones, absolutely free with this special TV offer. And sore feet, all for just 2 payments of $24.99.
You can also order online at footlog.com. That's footlog.com.
FunFest is celebrating 40 years. Come to downtown Hazleton September 8th and 9th for Greater Hazleton's largest free family festival with great ethnic and festival food, activities, games, the animal show, fun inflatables, a car show, and great entertainment all weekend long. Fireworks start at 8 p.m. on Saturday, and on Sunday, it's the Great FunFest Parade. Admission is free, parking is free. Call 570-455-1509 or visit funfestpa.org. FunFest is made possible by these sponsors.
And welcome back to Topic A here on WYLN, everyone. I'm joined by Hazleton City Council member Tony Colombo. Tony, you, during the campaign for your seat, were very critical and very loud about veterans issues in the city of Hazleton and the homeless population. You have said that the former St. Joe's Hospital would be a prime location for some type of housing, rehabilitation, and stuff like that. We've seen in recent weeks that the owners are back in the news, where are they coming here, aren't they coming here, are they doing something, are they not? Has there been any type of communication, any type of feeling on your behalf with them to see what may be playing out?
I know they have reached out to the mayor and to the city that they want to work with us. They want to try to do something with that building. That building is a sound building. And like I said, when I started to run for council, I do believe that we could structure that and have that as home for, there's too many of our veterans that live in Hazleton that are living in the woods, and they're veterans, they have nowhere to go. And I think in today's age, there's no reason that you have a veteran that's homeless. There's just no excuse for it. So I think that we can turn that into something. low-income housing for people, and also for our veterans, turn them into one-room apartments. You put the laundry room, put like a Subway and a hairdresser and a barber for them, and they could be self-sufficient. And that would also bring some other jobs back to Hazleton and turn a building that's just been sitting vacant, give it new life.
We've heard countless times at city council meetings people come up and say there's nothing coming into Hazleton. All the business and industry is going on to Hazel Township or down in the industrial parks in the valley. What can we do, or what can city council do to kind of market Hazleton to get people into the Heights Industrial Park or in the downtown or in some of the vacant buildings we have here in the city? What do you think is keeping them from investing in Hazleton?
It's a very disappointing, and I don't know what the answer is, but I do think that we need to do something. And I'm very proud to honor, and I know everybody is probably aware of it already, but Victoria is moving their candy business from downtown up to the industrial park on the Hazleton Heights Beltway. And I give him, that's great, that's phenomenal. He believes in Hazleton, and he's moving his business and growing his business. There is lots of ground up on the Heights Beltway. Congressman Barletta in Miracle has just placed all that up on the market that we're trying to attract businesses to that, build in the city. Come to Hazleton, Hazleton has lots to offer. And everybody said Hazleton's not growing, but Hazleton's growing. Our population, obviously, we're growing and we're moving forward.
What are you looking forward to? Here we're in August. What are you looking forward to on council? I know at times council can be very divided. Depends on an issue, depends on who's a swing vote. I said in November when this council, when we saw the numbers on election day, I said this is going to be a unique situation for Hazleton. You're not going to have a clear-cut Democrats, Republicans. You're not going to have a clear-cut minority, majority. Every issue is different. What are you looking for this council to do? What are you hoping that can come of some of maybe open dialogue finally in Hazleton?
I think 2019 we need to continue what we've been doing in 2018. The current council is a good council. We work together as a team, and the mayor's with us. When we have a meeting, after the meeting we have a work session. The mayor's there and all our department heads are there, street, fire, and police, which is good because we have the issues that are on for the next meeting. We discuss it. So when we have a meeting, there's no more bickering or nothing. So it comes, it gets read, gets voted on. And I think that's what we need to continue to do. We need to continue to look for grants to get more revenue into the city, move our city forward, and just continue to move. And I do believe in 6 months that we've been there, we have made a difference. Obviously, we purchased some trucks for the highway department. The police department's doing a phenomenal job. Our fire department's one at the top of the line. They're doing phenomenal. So I do think it is truly the all-American city, and I have high hopes for it. I love Hazleton, and I believe in it wholeheartedly.
Do you think the lines of communication between the city council and the mayor has improved in the last 6 months?
Yes, I do believe that. I mean, because like I said, we have meetings. The mayor's there at meetings now. Past years, the meetings would go on, and sometimes he'd be at a meeting, and sometimes he wouldn't be there. But he's with us, and we're a team now. There's no more bickering. Let's face it, you're not going to get everything you want. There's going to be some differences of opinion, but if we meet in the middle, it's best for our city, and I do believe that we're moving the city in the right direction.
I've said before that Bob Gavio is the great compromiser, and I think Tony Colombo is right there behind him with trying to get stuff moved in this city. We've seen a lot of gridlock in the past. We've seen a lot of headbutting. That didn't do anything for Hazleton. We have residents who are coming with genuine concerns about what's going on in the city, maybe issues that are going on and that now are being handled or in due process. And you said about the police department, the top-notch job they're doing. We just had the police chief on the show talking about the new advancements that they're doing in community policing and getting that aspect out there, that to meet the cop in an atmosphere where it's not a tense issue. Chief Speziale really has done a lot for the department, and from where you sit, the police department doing a great job. Do you think getting that community aspect involved makes all the difference?
I think it's really important what he's doing. He has the force that they're out publicly. They're out walking the streets. They're out on a motorcycle. They're out in the city. The 4th of July event up in the Heights Beltway, they had the cruisers there, the bikes there. The kids, they know not to be afraid of a police officer. I think our 3 departments, we have outstanding people, department heads. The police chief, like you said, Jerry Spiziel's doing awesome. Donald Leschko, the fire department, Brian Mandak, and Sean Jones, outstanding job there, as they have Frankie Vito and Sal Scatton on the highway department. I think all our departments are doing the proper thing for our city, and they're getting out and getting community involvement. And like I said, we're a team. You know, Hazleton, we're not 2 cities, one city.
And you were at the 4th of July. The mayor said it was one of the best events in Hazleton.
It was phenomenal. I mean, we counted over 600 cars there. I got up there early, and I said to the mayor, I said, this is like when we did our first Easter dinner, you know, serving for the homeless. We said it's either going to be feast or famine. You don't know how it's going to be. So we prepared for the best. You know, you expect the least, but you hope for the best. Well, the cars started coming. The city transit buses started bringing people, and before you knew it, the place was jam-packed. The kids were having a ball with the police cruisers, the fire trucks, or the highway department. And you know, the nice part about it was there was not one incident. There was no bickering, no fighting. Everybody got along for once. You know, it's something that it needed more coverage in the press and in the newspaper. That Hazleton is good. You know, Hazleton's not all bad, and I believe that.
You have been involved in community organizations for many, many years, in the fire department, medic units, in community involvement with the September 11 Memorial, the Easter dinner. You are probably the biggest Hazleton cheerleader I know. Through everything, and I know I've been doing this 10 years now, and every year, you know, we're together on stories. You know, what do you say to people to see the good in Hazleton that we talk about all so often? Those who come out and help at the Easter dinners, those who help put the events together, those who go out and give of their time. You know, people don't see that Hazleton. What do you say to get them to see that?
Well, I'll tell you, that Hazleton, I see the Hazleton. You know, a while back we had floods in Louisiana, Texas, and Florida. We did the 9/11 Easter dinners. When we reach out to the city, the public, Hazleton's good. I mean, when we send 3 tractor trailers to all those flood-stricken areas, Florida, Texas, and Louisiana. We had 3 tractor trailers full of stuff. So the Hazleton area, it truly has heart. When we reach out to the public, they help. You know, what I recommend people, if you have some time when we do our Easter dinner, or Christmas dinner, or Thanksgiving, even if you don't have an hour to give, come out and help. When we do fundraisers for the kids with cancer down at Janet Weiss Center, just come out. The Helping Hands kids, get involved. Once you're involved, then you're going to see how good Hazleton really is.
All right, we're going to stop there. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back here in Topic A. Stay with us on WYLN.
You can watch TV in your house. You can watch TV on a couch. You can watch TV in the park. You can watch TV after dark. You can watch TV in a cave with a guy named Dave.
I'm Dave.
I like to watch TV here and there. Let's all watch TV everywhere. Wherever you go, take your favorite programs along with Service Electric's TV Everywhere. Visit www.sectv.com to create your free account and start watching today.
Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
For over 25 years, Whitetail Preserve Shooting Range, 118 Boulevard Road, Bloomsburg, has provided professionally designed skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields. All stations are handicap accessible, with resident NRA certified shooting instructors on site. There are packages available to fit anyone's budget, restaurant and catering on site. Our facility is also available for weddings, business meetings, bachelor and private parties. Call 570-384-2314.
Tune in each week to WYLN TV 35 to watch the #1 Hazleton-based broadcasted television talk show, The Storm, hosted by Tiffany Cloud. Candidates, politicians, community leaders, and more appear on the storm when they want to be heard. New shows air Wednesdays at 8 p.m. and these additional airtimes. Only on WYLN TV 35. We're your local network.
And welcome back to Topic 8 here on WYLN, everyone. I'm Gary Perna. I'm here with Tony Colombo, Hazleton City Councilman. Tony, right before the break, we were talking about the good that you see in Hazleton and getting people involved, and I think that's the biggest thing. You know, we're just in the midst of starting the 40th year of Fun Fest. And, you know, we were talking about how, over the years we start to see the numbers kind of dwindle. We've seen the numbers dwindle in a lot of big events that really put Hazleton on the map, and we're not seeing that community involvement anymore. And you said a perfect thing in the break. If people come and see and get involved, they'll understand the true Hazleton.
If people need to come down to it, volunteer, call up at the chamber for Fun Fest. What can I do? How can I get involved? We have big people that help out, like Service Electric's been really with us a long, long time. They believe in Hazleton. I think Fun Fest could be what it was, but the people have to come out to it. Don't be afraid to come downtown because our town's safe. Mm-hmm. The police presence in the city is phenomenal. We have good businesses that come downtown. They sell their stuff. We need people to step to the plate, volunteer, come out and help, and it's going to make Hazleton what it was.
I know I've known a number of business owners in downtown Hazleton who've said they've seen an uptick of people coming in now in the evening hours, coming for dinner or coming for lunch, and that little bit of old Hazleton has started to return. And thanks in part to really it's the community stepping forward and trying to help out. Somebody has an issue, somebody has a complaint, somebody wants to know something. Why should they come to council meetings? Why do you think they should come out?
If you have a problem or something that's concerning you or concerns the city, if we're not aware of it, it can't be fixed. Like I always said, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. We have our council meetings on Wednesday evening at 6 o'clock at City Hall. Come out to the meeting, bring your question or your issue, and it will be solved. It will be worked on. If we work on it, and we will get back to you, and we'll make the problem rectified. We've been working on. I've gotten several phone calls at home that there's some concerns about obviously potholes. Mm-hmm. Frankie's been doing a phenomenal job. Arc lights are out. We're taking care of that. You bring it to our attention, and we can fix it. So I do believe that Hazleton is truly the all-American city that it was, will always be, and as long as I have air in my lungs, we're going to move forward.
We're getting close to the end of the show here. We talked a lot about the good of Hazleton and a lot of things that have been going on. In your short time on council so far, what are you looking forward for the next? What do you got? 3 years and about 3 years 4 months left here in Hazleton.
Well, I want to continue the services that we do provide. Obviously, grow on it. I still would like to see something fulfilled at St. Joe's Hospital, the old building, move it forward and attract more businesses on the Heights Beltway, and help our taxpayers. If we can give them a tax break by generating revenue with grants, help them. Mm-hmm. But the taxpayers know that we're not, we're not there for our good. I mean, I'm not there for my good. I'm there for the citizens. Mm-hmm. If there's a problem, they come to me and I'll work with them. When I ran, I said that I'm running for the city, and I do not care. I get a phone call at home. I'm there for you. There's no question too small, no issues that will be unanswered. So I appreciate all you've done for me over the years, and I'd just like to thank the residents of Hazleton for believing in me and as I believe in the city.
All right, Tony. Well, you're out of time. I thank you for coming on the Topic A, and I welcome you back anytime to talk about the city or talk about any issues that may be going on. Thanks for joining us here on Topic A. Like Tony said, get involved in your community. Be part of the solution, not the problem. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.